Really? That's kind of funny.
Kind of funny, and get a good view of the opening screen before the start.
Little villain.
Yes, dear.
What are you supposed to be playing?
I am. I'm just making sure to put in the
Oh, you're right. Description.
description, thumbnails, yeah.
All that jazz.
That's that. Beautiful. Now, head over to YouTube so I can down. Turn monetization on so I can make money. Monetization on. And the two people just watching the opening screen. And perfect. Alright, we've got ourselves sorted. Let's continue the story. Not even the main story, just the UC side quest. Let's continue from last save.
These orders, a Vanguard captain. You... Yes, sir. I'll make sure they get what they require. That must make you my Vanguard captain. Welcome to Interstellar Affairs. I'm Deputy Chief Diplomat McIntyre, Chief Yassine's second-in-command. I heard you were instrumental in protecting the city from the attack. You have my gratitude. I was also informed that you gave quite the presentation to the cabinet. Chief Yassine wants you to know the Interstellar Affairs Office is fully committed to this endeavor, accessing the Terrormorph data and beyond. We're going to do everything in our power to make sure you have the tools you need. And that means first getting you into the archives. You do know what the archives are, correct?
Someone paid attention in current events. So, then you also know that it was originally managed by the 3 major galactic players. Access to the archives is only granted in cases of dire emergency, and requires a one-time use code from each of the 3 armistice signatories. UC, Freestar Collective, and House Faroon.
Now, the UC is already on board, so that means we'll need to convince 2 people. The ambassadors of the Freestar Collective and House Faroon to hand over their codes. Get them both and you'll have your data. But that's a lot easier said than done.
I'm going to be... okay. Definite smart-ass response coming up here. No problem, I'm just going to need some electrodes, a tooth extractor, and some sodium pentothal.
Very funny. This is going to be hard enough already. Both ambassadors have reasons they won't, or can't, work with us. Now, I'll provide guidance on how we believe you can acquire each code, but ultimately, it'll be up to you to get them both to cooperate.
And I do mean cooperate. Threats and violence are off the table here. Though that doesn't mean we can't get creative.
But it does mean we need to get you up to speed on who you're dealing with. Who do you want to start with? Ambassador Radcliffe of Freestar, or Ambassador Balmor of House Varun? The good Ambassador Radcliffe. She's a veteran of the Colony War, and her only goal in life is to make ours miserable. Now, officially, our office is suggesting you try and negotiate with her.
Use your experiences as a member of the military and with the threat we're facing to convince her to lend her support.
And who knows? Maybe that'll work. Stranger things have happened. But my suspicion is we're going to have to rely on other tools to get her code.
Other?
Yes, dear.
What kind of other?
Okay. Jesus Christ. No comment from the peanut gallery.
Other tools we're using.
Yes, dear.
Long and flaccid?
Oh, jeez.
Huh. Well, if that's the case, I'll wait to be pleasantly surprised.
Oh,
But we do have one item
Oh,
up our
geez.
sleeve.
No comment from the
UC
peanut
Intelligence
gallery.
has a recording device planted in the ambassador's living quarters, which we suspect you
jeez.
can use to your advantage.
But getting caught trespassing is a quick way to land yourself in an embassy holding cell.
So, if you are going to try and access the device, you're going to need to find a way in there without being seen.
Now, we recovered some intel we believe should be able to help with that. But there's also a disgruntled staff member you might be able to pump for information. Maybe even convince to work with you.
Name's Cameron Long. He's younger than Ratcliffe, bears less of a grudge towards the UC. He works closely with the ambassador, making him a promising source for information on the ins and outs of embassy life, and someone who very likely hates her guts.
Yes, many. Don't steal anything. Don't get caught anywhere you're not supposed to. Absolutely do not harm anyone. If something goes wrong, we'll do our best to smooth things over, but I can't make any promises.
All right. Here, your diplomatic ID. I'll give them a heads up you're on your way. Not likely to let you through the door otherwise.
And take these. Chief Yassine wanted you to have some options on how to proceed in there.
Ambassador Balmor's a challenge.
When the rest of House Varun retreated into seclusion shortly after the signing of the armistice, Balmor stayed here.
He's since lent his support to a small number of archival requests, so there's real hope he might again. Though claiming to know how a member of House Varun thinks is a quick way to earn yourself a psych eval.
Well, these days, they're primarily considered a security threat. House Varun Zealots, a fundamentalist outshoot of the group that stayed behind when the rest retreated into seclusion, want nothing more than to send everyone not dedicated to their cause to the great serpent in the sky. But that hasn't always been the case. After they ended the Serpent's Crusade about 70 years back, House Varun did take a real run at trying to normalize relations with the rest of the galaxy. It's why they have an embassy here in the first place, why they were included in the armistice negotiations. But then, without warning, they left, leaving behind, to our knowledge, just the ambassador and his duty under the armistice.
Well said. There's no reason to assume they're any worse than us, despite their cultural beliefs.
Of course, but there is another wrinkle. We're not 100% sure Valmore's actually still alive. His public appearances
Shush from the
were
peanut
always rare.
gallery.
But it's been several years now since he last poked his
Yes,
head
dear.
out. Scans of the facility show life signs, but not the kind we were expecting.
Your task is to find him and kindly but firmly remind him of his duties under the armistice.
The embassy is still legally House Varun's sovereign territory, so we're not technically permitted inside. We've snuck in the occasional spy, of course, but the ambassador has proven more evasive than you'd expect for a man of his age. But we're quite sure he hasn't left the city. The man stands out. The Varun delegation brought more than a few of their native flora with them when they set up in the embassy. It seems those plants have been allowed to flourish, making it hard for us to verify what's flora and what's ambassador.
Then you search the embassy for his biometric key, collect your code piece, and we'll go about notifying his next of kin, if we can ever find them. But let's hope it doesn't come to that. I have no doubt. Now, the embassy front door isn't an option, but our spies have stated there's a side entrance that should allow you access. Here, this device should get you all the way down to the embassy interior. Once you're inside, though, finding the ambassador is going to be up to you. And fair warning, we received a report that alarms might have been tripped inside the embassy during the attacks. Watch out for automated security in there.
Now, if you have additional questions or require clearance for a new approach we haven't already discussed, don't hesitate to ask. I'd suggest you start with Ambassador Radcliffe. Approach her while the attack is still fresh in her and her staff's mind.
Be smart out there, Captain.
Excuse me.
Here on Vanguard business?
Sergeant Yumi is looking for reliable people to help the guard. Contact him if you're interested. We'd all appreciate it.
Maybe we should stop for a moment at the memorial. You know, to pay our respects. Hard to believe it's been 2 decades since we were at war with the Collective, when it seems like only yesterday.
You are a visitor? You'll find the ambassador in our office. Go on through.
Visitors are only allowed in the lobby, offices, or conference room. That means
I'm going to be up front with you. I'm not happy visiting anything related to the Freestar Collective. What you need, and I'll follow.
That's security, and they still can't protect their own spaceport. The UC never fails to disappoint. I just wish I hadn't received the news from an SSNN broadcast. We have a strategic advantage to maintain, Mr. Long.
Of course, ma'am. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Excuse me. Are you supposed to be in here?
Sounds like it was a real mess down at the spaceport.
I'm sorry. Do you have an appointment? Ah, you're the one McIntyre called about. The eyewitness. She said you were at the spaceport. You have my thanks for what you did down there, truly. Saved many lives. Now, she also mentioned that, and maybe it was just a bad connection, that now the UC wants Terrormorph data from the Armistice archives, some of the most highly guarded information in the galaxy, in order to protect us all. I can only presume you're here to tell me I misheard her and that they didn't send you, local hero, to futilely beg on their behalf. Tell me I've got that right. Excuse me. A less level-headed person might think that was a threat, Captain.
The only threats you're facing are the 8-legged variety just outside your door. Now can we please stop playing games here?
Quaint and short-sighted. Let me be frank, Captain. The answer is no. That information is there because it is dangerous. I will not be the one responsible for its release. Now, why don't you quit wasting my time and yours, and go? You're really gonna push this? All right, I will give you one chance, one, to convince me. Understood. I'm listening. You're not gonna flatter me into acting against the Freestar Collective's best interest. A step towards better relations. I could see some value there. Oh, please. Buttering me up isn't gonna get us anywhere. Captain, I'm sorry, but my answer is not changing. The UC is just gonna have to find another way. Now, I presume you can see yourself out.
Nope. And now I got to sneak into her living quarters. Well, no, cause one time I did this one, and yeah, I was able to convince her to hand it over. So you can convince her to hand it over.
That woman is an absolute... Oh, sorry. Oh, what? You're the Vanguard captain, right? You know, I was about to board the Nat to the spaceport when the alarm triggered. It sounds like I got real lucky. And like I've got you to thank for things not being a lot uglier. Heard that, huh? Yeah, the ambassador likes to treat us like family. And she doesn't care for most of them either. But look, they said you were coming here on official business. The ambassador likes to handle all that personally, even if he does have trained diplomats here to help her. And I don't want to get shipped back to Aquila City, so you should probably go speak to her. What, you want me to work for you? Huh. Maybe, let's go somewhere to talk.
Yep.
So you want me to work with you. But why now? Why me? No, I think that's a pretty safe assumption. And no other city should have to go through what happened here. So then, what would you need from me? Her quarters. Huh. Well, that's doable. And you and the UC will be providing me with what for my services? Oh, wait, I thought you were looking to hire me. Oh, I'm not taking a bribe. That much, huh? Okay, yeah. Okay, so there's a utility corridor that leads to the ambassador's quarters, which you can access through the main conference room. Here, the key. Whatever you do, don't let the guards see you entering or exiting the utility section, or you're gonna be in serious hot water. I'll keep an ear out for more instructions from the UC.
Patching in playback.
Son of a bitch! Cameron!
Are you alright, Ambassador?
It seems the Council of Governors has rejected my appeal to join. Again. Which means you and I are stuck in this colonial rat cage until we die. But I think we might need to. We should expedite the process.
What are you getting at, ma'am?
I mean, my request rejected because we're out of sea, right? But what if? What if one opened up? The mind is hard. In what it used to be. It's not like anyone would miss him, even.
You know that doesn't belong to you, right?
Maybe we can reach out to some experts at that sort of thing, huh?
See how much of this stuff I can steal. Yeah, that's worth something. That's worth something. That's worth something. Ooh, that's worth something. That's worth something. Money! Yeah. Look, see? Pill bottles. Hey, so look here, we got well, we got 4 people watching. Yeah, no one talking with.
Did I not make myself abundantly clear, Captain? You're not getting access to the archives.
Want to bet?
Excuse me? I have no idea what you're talking about. No. If the council found out, I'd lose my position. I'd be exiled. Look, I believe we may have gotten off on the wrong foot. The issue at hand is one of trust, no? So perhaps if I can trust you to keep this little secret between us, then maybe we can find a way to trust the UC with access to the archives.
God. I could be mean. No. You call that a negotiation without even offering me a gift? Well, yeah, fuck you guys, no deal.
Good. I appreciate you working with me. Just like I'm sure.
Hey, 5 on stream, how we doing, guys? Thanks for coming in.
In fact, I think there's an opportunity here. Keep both our factions happy and ensure an air of legitimacy to the whole proceeding.
6 on stream, here we go.
I'll let you get the information on the Terrormorphs. Anything else and people will get suspicious.
Well, that's all we want is info on the
Terrormorphs. All
Terrormorphs.
research will need to be monitored. Freestar scientific observers making sure everything's being used for the right purposes. But those 2 items should be enough to allay any suspicions. Good. Okay, let's go get you your access.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, not pretty much about it. Yes, a definite blackmail.
They tell me it should only take a moment. And there. Here you go. I hope that'll be enough to maintain your discretion.
Yeah, that'll be enough. 5 on stream. Thanks for coming in, guys. Not back down to 4. Oh well, still good. Still got people watching. Welcome. There you go. There you go. Thank you for the money.
You better not with that money.
No, we did commercials.
Oh.
The ads. Thank you for the money.
You better not with that money from my phone.
Lots of money. Lots of money. Lots of commercials. Great commercials.
You can just still watch off people.
No,
Why aren't you playing? You don't have to. There's a skip.
No. There's no skip. No skip.
Yes,
No skip. Skip. Oh, there it is. One. After the third one. Just
give me
thumbs
my
up. Give it for watch time.
Give me my phone. You can keep it.
I can.
No, I want the phone. Keep it on YouTube.
Yeah, sorry, I was just trolling my wife.
Hey, you got 2 likes. Did you like yourself?
Hey, no. Oh, someone else liked it. Awesome.
Hey, I like it.
It's like when someone insults you, you want to just beat the shit out of them sometimes, but you don't.
Well, not quite what I was thinking, but that's actually a great example, Marcus. The man in the story was cruel. Do you know why he was cruel? You must feel what he feels. Understand his.
It's a shame House Maroon abandoned their embassy. I bet we could have learned a lot from one another.
Hey, Nine watching. How are we, guys? Thanks for coming in.
This isn't what I expected at all. It appears the flora they were using as decor has overgrown the entire embassy. I've never seen a tree like this before in my entire life. It'd actually be more fascinating if its branches weren't blocking the road.
Level up. Thank you for the Poppy Playtime reference.
I'm sure they have something we can use.
Give it your best shot.
Yeah, let's get a roll call going on, guys. Where are you guys watching from? We're at 7 on stream, so yeah, 8 on stream. How we doing? Thanks for coming in, guys. So let's get that roll call. Where's everyone watching from tonight?
leave any of that behind.
So, what seems punishment becomes providence. A reminder we can never truly know the Great Serpent's designs for us. You have my thanks, and my apologies for the ordeal you just endured. Come, let us discuss. Not the ideal introduction, I suppose, giving you a grand tour of the embassy via barely functioning intercoms. I do greatly appreciate your persistence. I suspect the Venom tree upstairs has worked itself into more systems than I'd realized. But then again, who could cage such a beauty? Tell me though, what is it like outside? I heard the broadcast mentioning an attack. Then the embassy was struck with a power surge, and then silence. Has the rest of the city suffered quite so badly? Harmless spores, you have my word, but hard to navigate. Hence why I was guiding you through the intercoms to restore the environmental controls. And release me. It is the sap of the tree that gives it its... well, perhaps not a topic for this exact moment. But I must know of the rest of the city. Does it still stand? I take it you didn't have such an experience where you were, then, hmm? Yes, the entire embassy was thrown into lockdown. Trapping me in my quarters, disabling the Venom tree's filters, and arming the defenses. A disconcerting experience, to say the least. Was the rest of the city spared? Is that right, huh? I shall need to have these repairs seen to sooner rather than later. Now, it cannot solely be the Serpent's grace that brought you here at such an opportune moment. You were sent by the UC. That much is obvious. Who else could just waltz through my door, hmm? And the broadcast spoke of Terrormorphs at the spaceport. A worrying occurrence, certainly, but coming here of all places, when all I could provide is some enthused cheerleading and... an archive code. So the UC requires information, then. On Terrormorphs, presumably, Do I see this so clearly? The preservation of life stands as the very purpose of the archives. Using its data to prevent more attacks, there is logic there. But if I am to grant you access, I have a requirement. For years, House Varun has been known only as an agent of slaughter. We founded this embassy with hopes of shedding that legacy, with little success. In exchange for my code, I require this. You must be the one who ensures it is used for good. Ensure House Varun's legacy is more than just carnage. The knowledge you ask for isn't evil. No knowledge is. It is we who bend it to evil ends. Now, you must assure me this will be used to save lives, not endanger them.
We'll do everything we can to make certain that happens.
Well, then I shall not fear. Please, follow me. Let's hope it still works. And there. Let it be used for good.
What response?
I'm told by top officials the cabinet already has a plan in place to open the Armistice archives.
Unless that archive's full of ordnance, it's not enough.
I see. Well, thank you for taking the time.
Hey!
I saw the smoke from the SSNN building. I thought it was just a fuel tank rupture or something. Oh, I'm as concerned as you are. Thank you again.
And throttle the receptionist by jumping over. Let's do it. Yeah.
What? Oh, sorry, just...
Captain, you're back sooner than... Oh, wait. Did you actually succeed? With Radcliffe? And Balmore? We're all in agreement. Dealing with the interests and egos of people who don't necessarily like you is rarely easy. But I suppose that didn't stop you, did it? And now, I've already arranged everything with the archival monitors. When you get down there, the UC monitor will give you instructions on how to deploy the codes. Follow them to the letter. Here, the UC code piece and an archival access card. The entrance is just on the other side of the plaza across from Mast. Absolute best behavior down there, all right?
By the Freestar Collective's ragtag fleet, both sides decided the time had come to bring the colony war to an end. So, the two parties came together to negotiate the terms of the armistice. Fleet sizes would be capped, mechs and xeno weapons outlawed, and all research related to those fields would be kept under lock and key in their own special archive, which actually rests below our feet as we speak. And while these new restrictions transformed the settled systems overnight, entire economies were upended with a flick of a pen. They also marked the start of something critical: cooperation between the United Colonies and the Freestar Collective for the first time in decades. A pledge between the powers for a more harmonious future. Thank you for listening. It's a fascinating subject, the colony war, though I'm thankful I didn't have to participate.
Well, what happened, babe? Hang on, I got you. I'm coming. I help it. I guys the necessary.
I'm gonna stop your chair. Over chair. Hi, Chicken. Oh, well, that's good. everything is in a trash this, right?
Yeah.
That's what was. That's what them. But I had 2 bottles of this, and that's all I've got left.
Shit.
But yeah, I've still got all this over here to do. I need to. If I mix it up, then I have a reasonable.
Welcome, Captain, to the Archives. To proceed, you will need to deposit your codes into the 3 corresponding receptacles. Once they are verified, I will open the door. Your data resides in Unit 18. You will not be able to access any of the other units. Once you've collected your data, return to the entrance. You may insert the first of the archival codes when you're ready to begin.
I think I got them. What do you call them?
Want to challenge your instincts at home?
Can you imagine how many credits flow through this place? Figuratively, of course.
I don't know why they set up shop here. They'd be better off in Neon. Outlands used to people like us.
So the hardware is worth the trip?
Best in the set.
Wow, you look completely different.
It's me.
Nothing nervous. You got this.
A shootout in Sidoti. An unnamed threat.
As you can see, traffic is good.
Never forget what the FC did.
And there are 2 locations in New Atlantis.
Yes, and the sales in the fest didn't dip at all.
You okay? That was a hell of a jump.
It took years to get it looking just like.
Rations? Check. Right away. Sorry.
Please, if you experience any issues in your dealings with the distribution center, let us know. We're always striving to improve. Welcome to UC Distribution. Now, before you say a word, I am required to inform you that formal complaints cannot be filed until the customer feedback system is back online. I have been told it'll be up and running in 2 weeks, but you know how these things are. I am sorry for any potential inconvenience. Also, if you're here about a corporate account, I've been assured that deliveries will be back on schedule soon. I hope we have what you need. Back to it then.
How you liking that laser gun?
Keeping the skies safe out there?
There you are. Captain. Surprised to find out we're having visitors as we work.
Major Sinan and I were just discussing the merits of your planned interfactional cooperation. I think it's a great idea. Get them invested in the solution. Make it clear we've got nothing to hide.
I'm sure they'll be lovely house guests.
Now, Captain, if you wouldn't mind transferring the documents to the Major, she and I have been discussing next steps.
Time for us to start getting some real answers. And figure out if we've been asking the right questions. So whenever you're ready. Acknowledged and accepted, Captain. So with the data out of the way, we've been discussing where exactly this work's getting done. The Red Devil's headquarters on Mars, back where you found Percival, seemed the natural spot. Already has the equipment, the safety measures. Should even be able to house its own cadre of independent observers. Though it sounded like the deputy had a few more things she needed to discuss with you first.
Indeed. The most important of which is getting you your citizenship.
Then I guess we'll see you on Mars.
Captain, if you'll follow me. All right, Captain. Are you ready to become a citizen of the United Colonies? Good. This isn't the only item we need to discuss, so I'll give you the short version. Please raise your hand. Captain, through your actions today and in days past, you have earned your place among the United Colonies. Through service, bravery, strength, and upholding of the mutual good. Will you carry and cultivate these values for as long as you remain a citizen? Then, Captain, I'm pleased to welcome you into the United Colonies as a full citizen. Here, your official ID and your citizenship dispensation. We've also let the Aphelion Realty office out in the plaza know you're approved to purchase property. Now, the other item we needed to discuss. There's a member of the UC who's asked to speak to you, but this person is in a sensitive position. Normally, we wouldn't even consider something like this, but we think this person has information that could prove useful in dealing with the Terrormorphs. And they've stated they'll only share it with you. They asked for you by name. So I need your agreement that everything you're about to see is kept in the strictest confidence. You can tell no one. Can you agree to these terms? I'm sorry. I can't share any more without your word. Do I have it? Let's hope it never comes to that. Head to the elevator. You're going to subsection 7. I'll make sure you're cleared for access by the time you get there.
Oh. How's this for a sunrise, babe? Look at that.
Hey there.
I've lived in New Atlantis almost my entire life, and I had no idea this place even existed. The UC certainly excels at keeping secrets.
Logging authorized entry. Unsealing access. You may proceed down the corridor. But there are no additional visitors permitted. Your friend's gonna have to wait out here.
I'll be fine. You go on ahead.
Welcome, Captain. Please, come down and approach the intercom. You and I should chat.
There's the kitchen. There's his. That must be his bedroom all the way in there, I think. That's it. Not a bad prison cell, really, if you think about it. Nice and spacious. Right, he's got a bar as well. I think this is the... Oh yeah, that's his office. Yeah, I think that's his bedroom up there. Or in there. I think he did have his bedroom upstairs, maybe. It would be so funny if you get over the door and he runs in. What's in here? Hey, I can open this place. Yeah, I'm letting my ADD take over. Alright, and let the ADD take up a bit. Alright, let's continue on. Continue on.
President Emilio was kind enough to give me a few files to peruse. Quite the series of accomplishments you've managed. But now you face a foe unlike any other. An invisible enemy, lurking in the shadows. You're going to need all the help you can get. Which is why I hoped we could speak. Do you know who I am?
Alright, where's the most smart? Alright, I found the most smart-ass answer.
What?
A guy who couldn't afford a place with a view, clearly.
No, I suppose not.
I'm going to be an absolute smart-ass to this prick.
Francois Sanon. But most know me as Victus. I was an admiral during the Colony War. One of its great villains, if you believe the slates. I was to be executed for my crimes, but the previous regime deemed me too valuable to simply discard.
Alright, I'm going to find every smart-ass answer I can with this guy.
A sacrifice
on
the altar of peace.
He's a prick.
Even my death served the colonies.
I am definitely one of the chatty guys, man.
I want to help you and my progeny Hadrian prevent more attacks. Though I am curious, has she shared with you the nature of our little family?
Kind of a stretch to call what you two had a family.
Unfortunately, I'm inclined to agree with you. Our relationship has always been a challenging one. The Major was born to become a great leader, carry on the legacy I established, and was given all the finest training to support it. And she excelled. But the universe cut all that short. Now, though, it's placed even more crucial work in front of the two of you. And I think I have a part to play in helping you accomplish what you've set out to do.
Not every day I get the chance to work with a man living in a fish tank. Keep talking.
After some long years earning the trust of this current regime, the UC has been permitting me to work alongside one of...
Yeah, I'm going to be an absolute frick to this guy because, well, he is the main fucking villain as far as I'm concerned in this quest, you know what I mean?
Their recovery teams, helping them gather intelligence on, locate, and organize scenarios to lure in some of the criminals that evaded justice after the Colony War. With quite a few successes, I might add. But in the process, I managed to find something else. The names and locations of Hadrian and Percival's old research team. Valuable manpower for the effort you're about to embark on. I'll tell you where they are, but in exchange, I need something dealt with. Well, who better to find them? But many of them I knew personally, and I've always had a mind for details. Where someone was born, next of kin. You'd be shocked how often an otherwise brilliant criminal flees to the planet just next to the one where they were born, or where a family member resides. I simply use my own personal knowledge and the information our group collects for me to track them down and set things right. Gladly. Orlays. Like myself and Hadrian, he was involved in some of the United Colonies' more problematic lines of research. Mech weapons were his specialty. If it dealt death, he could make a deal more. When the colony war ended, he fled, refusing to face tribunal, and has continued to peddle his skills to the highest bidder to this day. But I finally found him. I want you to track him down and deal with him, however you're able. I'm not expecting he'll come quietly. Bring me evidence that the job's done, and I'll tell you what I know. Captain, your files indicate a track record of unlikely successes. It is my genuine hope that, perhaps down the line, you might become a part of our team. And this might be something of a tryout. Speak to Deputy McIntyre. I'm sure she'll be happy to hear that someone might be tying up this loose end at long last. Though I would ask you, do not make the mistake of confusing me for a simple cutthroat. Good. According to my information, he's been hiding around the world of Etheria. Wolf system. There's a star station in the vicinity. The Den. The head of the local vanguard, one Captain Marquez, should be able to help you find our man.
Identity verified. You may proceed to the exit.
What can I help you with? Bye.
Saw your ship come in. Nice ride.
Hello.
Captain, did your meeting go well? I hope it's clear now why we needed you to agree to all the secrecy. Surprised me too when I learned it, but the prisoner has proven useful over the years, and kept far from any major decision-making. But I do think it's worth re-emphasizing. No one else can know about this, all right?
Yep. Alright, that's where I'm gonna go. You can't keep me from telling Hadrian.
Short of jailing you? No, you're right. But in this moment, I think it would be a big mistake to tell her. Though I presume he didn't call you down there simply to discuss his daughter.
No, he didn't. I'm gonna be a hitman. The excitement, the way I'm gonna be a hitman. Pulling out a booger. Yeah. Thanks for telling him on stream, by the way. Okay, all right. We clarified that for people on stream before I go. Oh, you pulled out a booger.
Diving painting booger from my diving painting pin. The wax in the diving painting pin was going into the tip.
Is that what the kids are calling it these days? Yeah.
This is very fun.
Ow! No.
I did not even hit yourself. Don't even hit yourself with that now. If I hit you, you ain't gonna say, you ain't gonna get back up.
Yes, dear.
Dr. Reginald Orlays? He's finally found him. Of course, killing Orlays is completely out of the question. But bringing him to justice... He's been on the lam for years. That'd be a huge win for the UC. What's being offered in return? Really? He found the members of the research team. We'd already initiated a search for them, but it'd save a lot of time and manpower if he just gave us that information. Captain, if that's the deal, you have my endorsement. Just so long as you make every effort to bring the man in alive. Now, was there anything else you wanted to discuss regarding your meeting? The Den? It's a star station. Orbiting Wolf, the second star station actually to bear that title. The first one was blown to smithereens by House Varun during the Serpent's Crusade. The place has always acted as a remote strategic hub, primarily for repairing and refueling UC military vessels. But because of its distance from the rest of the UC, things there have always been a little more lax. Patrols included. I can think of worse places in the galaxy for a criminal to hide out. Trusting the man downstairs would be a mistake. But I don't think you need to be too concerned. This is far from the first name he's handed over, and all previous missions went off largely without a hitch.
Famous last
So while it
words.
certainly warrant caution, I think you can proceed.
Famous last words.
Okay. Hello.
Howdy.
Another day, another credit.
Do the space ball.
Everything good? We're here to help.
Contrary to what you might have heard, UC security personnel are good people. And Sergeant Yumi just happens to be an old friend.
Anything I can help you with? And he's your new captain. Sure, how about it?
Annie, what you got? What you do, Tweety?
Get that knocked out in one house, not even an hour. I'll just say. I just read that to you before. And then I might even get up that.
Maybe.
Hi.
Maybe.
You. You're down my watch hours. I'm going to wait.
I had a Vanguard grab driver, man.
Everything looks good here. I'll be at my movement if you need.
Should I warm up the engines? we stop by the waterfall on this trip? I could use a few moments to unwind.
Hey, what can I do for you? And here's your new cap? Sure, have at it. Everything looks good here. I'll be at my booth if you need me.
Dust off. Aim point reached. Orbit stable. Jump complete. Normal propulsion restored.
Dan acknowledging incoming hail. Docking Bay 1 is free.
Docking cycle complete.
The UC did a hell of a job piecing this station back together after the Serpent's Crusade rolled through.
Well, this station's seen better days. I wonder if the UC will ever fully restore it to its former glory.
Looking to lodge a complaint? Then you want UC security, not the Vanguard. Oh, so you are. Sorry about that, Captain. People mistake us for peacekeepers most days. Wasn't expecting someone from the actual military. So, what can I do for you? Think you got some bad information. If there was a wanted man in our skies, he wouldn't still be out there. Unless... Are you talking about the Warlock? There's been rumor of a ship out there for years now. Doesn't respond to hails, never docks. More than a few amateur investigators have tried to find it, and at least 2 never came back. Aetheria's debris fields are plenty dangerous if you're not used to flying in them. But if you're suggesting it might not have been the fields that got them, well, I can give you the coordinates of the Warlock's last sighting. Well, the original Den Star Station was destroyed decades ago during the Serpent's Crusade by marauding Housebrune zealots. Big part of the remains from those battles ended up gathering around Etheria, forming a nasty debris field. Every now and then, some headstrong scrapper comes limping back because they hit an 80-year-old mine. Or sometimes they don't come back at all. Though, maybe it's not just the field that's been picking them off. I mean, I honestly thought it was just a story board haulers told to amuse each other. But if the pilot of the Warlock really has been dusting our people, well, hopefully you're about to make our skies a whole lot safer. Things you should know? The den's not really that kind of place. This is a quiet assignment. Keep an eye out for pirates, make sure smuggling's kept to a minimum, occasional rescue job out in the debris fields. Otherwise, it's mostly long haulers and staying ready for the day the Collective wants another round, or House Varun comes back in force. Sure thing. Here, this should get you pointed in the right direction. Good hunting, and stay safe.
Evening, sir.
Clamps released. Good to go for landing.
Let me know if we're going to head into the well, so I can watch your back.
You will be scanned as you enter the city. Please keep moving. Okay, no bounty. You're clear.
You startled me. Mind giving me some space? Me? No. This must be a mistake. Maybe you're right. Maybe it's not that big of a deal after all. What? Be a farmer or some shit? Get real. All I know is this life. Come on now. No! This can't be happening! I'm getting out of here!
Yeah?
I wonder if I'll miss New Atlantis when Tony and I leave. No.
Authorized personnel only. Fred has to stay here.
Welcome back, Captain. Do you have some news for me regarding Dr. Olays? So he didn't come quietly then, as I suspected. I presume you have evidence of this. Excellent. Please, deposit it in the transfer system.
Transfer accepted.
Would you look at that? Kept it all these years. Some simply couldn't let go of that old world. This is fine work, Captain. I can ensure the remaining team members find their way to the Red Devil's headquarters. Except for one. That one you'll need to collect yourself. His name is Kaiser. You can find him on the Freestar world of Nira, wandering the battlefield there. The area was ground zero for xeno-weapon deployments during the war, so I would arm yourself appropriately. And I think you'll want to check in with Hadrian and Dr. Walker before paying it a visit. Kaiser will likely have security protocols you'll need their help to overcome. A military Model A, yes. Specifically customized for the needs of the Xeno warfare team during the Colony War. A powerful resource, if you can recover him. You're saving the galaxy, Captain. What tool wouldn't you use to protect it?
Personnel only. Your friend has to stay here.
Greetings, citizen. Welcome to the UC. Long way down.
Some work done? And here's our new captain. Okay, no problem. Everything looks good here. I'll be at my booth if you need me.
Retro is firing. Orbit stabilized. Nice jump. You're right on target.
Scan complete. You're cleared to land.
Landing site looks clean. Let's set it down.
See what's out there.
Captain, welcome back. Was afraid you might have gotten reassigned. You've been gone so long. So how's it feel to be a citizen? Must have changed up how the ceremony works. I just raised my hand and said, sure, I'm in. But it is real good to have you here again. We've been going through the Terrormorph data and, well, we're gonna need all the help we can get. These logs, they're even more thorough than I remembered. Genetic workups, population statistics, hell, even their food chain. I'd completely forgotten, for example, that there was a creature that actually ate Terrormorphs. At this point, the data's given us more options to explore than we have people to work on them. That'd be something, wouldn't... I'm sorry, are you... You're serious? You found... our research team? That's... incredible. That accelerates... everything. With them back, it'll let us... Wait. Kaiser. Did you find Kaiser? That's right. You would need that. Whoever gave you these leads sure knew their stuff. Well, how? How exactly did you manage to find them? That's not funny. Seriously, how'd you find them? No, that's insane. He died. They executed him. They faked his death? My entire unit, they threw us all to the wolves, but kept him? And now he's what? An advisor? Commanding the fleet in secret? What was so important that they had to keep him alive? Well, they certainly picked an expert, didn't they?
He's alive. Victus is still alive. I don't care if they're using him to solve world hunger. The man is a criminal. How could the UC do something so foolish?
I guess it makes sense, though, doesn't it? The UC of that era only created me because they were afraid of a world without Victus in command. Why would they get rid of him? As long as I live, I'll never understand the loyalty that old bastard elicited. You've got nothing to apologize for. Because the UC, they did a lot of terrible things for that man. But even knowing they did, knowing that they kept him alive all this time, you know what I feel right now? It's hope. I had no one when I was outside the UC. No Red Devils, no family. But that old world... Thanks to what you and I have done, I have a place again. A purpose. But it's finally one I can be proud of. You and I, we're getting to change what the UC stands for. So I don't care if Victus is alive or dead. He can rot for all I care. We're the ones who are making the settled systems and the UC better. Precisely. Because there's nothing we can do about past choices. What we can do is try and make the right ones now. So, let's get back to the business at hand. Now, my father just handing over the information on the research team and Kaiser out of the clear blue, I can't say I trust it. But, if he has something to gain from helping us prevent Terrormorph attacks, I'm not seeing it. So while you'll absolutely want to be cautious, what would you think about trying to bring back Kaiser? I think it's the right call. But if Kaiser has been out wandering on his own for all this time, you're gonna need a couple things. I know it's here somewhere. Ah. Here, Kaiser schematics. Actuators, weapons, batteries. That old robot's been MIA for a while, so chances are he's gonna need some repairs. He's also got a lock on his voice controls. You can give yourself authorization with the phrase, Nos belli machinis. Now, where exactly is the old machine? Oh my god, are you talking about Mira? No wonder no one's found him. Xeno-weapons are just the tip of the iceberg in that place. The environment's devastated, there's little, if any, real law. Nero's got more than enough ways to make any visit your last. But I think there's a place where you can start your search. Yep. One-of-a-kind salvage. Licensed to an Angelo Alonso. Goes by Joe. As good a place to start as any. And I'll make sure we're ready to put them to use as soon as you got them.
On deck.
Time to leave this place behind. Apogee kick complete. Orbit steady.
So many people, and I'm just giving up trying to keep track of them all. So you're the third Charlie I met today. Nice to meet you. Sure. So, I'm doing my rounds, pick up supply drops, and I grab into the Altair system, and oh boy, spacers all over the damn place. Distress calls, yammering nonstop. Something big's going down there, and all of us with no skin in the game, yes, we just give it a wide berth. Am I right? Oh, it sounded bad. Real bad. But I had my own problems. I had to plot a course out before the spacers took out my grav drive. Sorry, I'm just not constitutionally capable of the big space fight thing. I skedaddled as soon as my grav drive could spin up. But, yeah, lucky. Bye, Charlie 3. You've been like the best Charlie 3 I talked to all week.
Landing struts flying. Vectors firing.
Okay? Good.
This is the result of humankind laying waste to a planet in the name of war. The ecosystem here has been totally destroyed. Customer, supplier, merc, regardless, you want jail.
Waterfall. Yeah, oh, I can't. Let's go. That's the second.
Hey! New model on the floor. Welcome to the one-of-a-kind. Refuge and rest home for the hardest scrappers anywhere. Name's Jill. Proprietor. So formal. The pleasure's all mine, my good man. Angelo Alonso, at your service. You can call me Jill. Can I get you started on a tab, then? Or you here to try and make your fortune in the fields? I'm happy to take your credits however you want to hike them over. Kaiser? No bot around here with that tag. Oh, unless you mean Captain Ahab? At least, that's what we've all been calling him. No clue what his actual designation is, since he's got some sort of security protocol that prevents inquiries and general chit-chat. But he's a combat bot, right? Yeah, that machine's been out there a while now, hunting this one siren, his white whale. But it's been a while since anyone's laid eyes on Captain Ahab, though. Maybe he finally got the thing. Or it got him. That's where I recognize that insignia. Red Devils. Yeah, Ahab's definitely your bot. So, sounds like you've got two options. You can wander around out there, hunting your bot, little old white whale of your very own. Maybe you find him, maybe you get yourself killed. But knowing this rock is part of what we do here. So if you want to find him a whole lot faster, I'll sell you what I know about this. Kaiser's location. Going rate's a little steep, but I'm willing to negotiate. I mean, great for him, but that won't keep acetylene in our tanks. And honestly, would you be able to tell if a Terrormorph was attacking outside? Sorry.
You didn't get this far being that naive. This facility isn't self-sustaining, and you know it.
If Terrormorph attacks start wrecking cities across the galaxy, no one's coming to help the salvage yard at the tail end of nowhere.
We're all in this. Together.
I guess I see your point. Look, I have to make something on this. But I'll lower the price, okay? Pleasure doing business with you. So, last anyone heard of him, he was out near the Syracuse. Shipwreck about a quarter click down the main strip. One of my roughnecks said he heard some kind of beacon. Just keep your ears open. You should find your machine. Eyes open, too. Sirens and Ecliptic out there, and neither takes prisoners. Oh, and corpse retrieval is not included in this transaction, so now you know. Give Ahab a Kaiser our best.
I'm pleased to see scrappers disassembling these mechs. Damn war machines are better off being used.
Ting ting, walla walla big bang. Ooh ting ting, walla walla bang bang. Yep. Go.
You're still streaking?
Yep. I'm still streaking and streaming at the same time. Yes. I'm
streaking and streaking.
Yep. Thanks, babe.
What?
Now I've got Witch Doctor stuck in my head. Oh, God.
What can I do for you? Ah, so that's where your machine's been. Ran out of juice. Heat leeches, wasn't it? Those little stowaways are but a micro cell. You could probably Frankenstein one together. So, here's what I've got. Wouldn't have lasted real long here. So long as you've got. But finding materials up to the task. Though, if you think you can act, spots where you. But in return, save us from risking our. Then let me just mark those collections.
Oh, damn.
Waste to a planet in the name of war. The ecosystem here has been totally destroyed.
Oh god. Alright, and well, it's up to 10:30, guys. Alright, I'm gonna end the stream here. Thank you so much for watching, thank you so much for liking, thank you so much for subscribing. Let's face it, I'm addicted to this game. It's one of the best I've ever played. I'm probably gonna come back and play this again tomorrow, even though I'm not meant to. Not supposed to, but I'm probably gonna stream it again. Alright, anyway, until tomorrow, or maybe Monday, I'm not sure when, but I'm doing playing this again. I'll keep playing this. Until then, this has been your boy, Outdoor Cans, Addict 2, saying work hard, be good to each other. Love you guys. Bye.